Hey everybody, welcome to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. We are live here on Friday. Sorry for the small delay. Was waiting for my streaming software to come up. Good afternoon. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Post in the comment section. How are you doing today? Like to know. I am doing a-okay, I think. I think. Hello, hello. How is everybody? Hello. We've got Janet and Barb and Robin and Claire and Laura and Kim. Hello, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. For those of you who are new around here, I'm Victoria Calvin, owner of Victoria Marie Designs. We go live pretty much every Friday here on the Victoria Marie YouTube channel, where I make things and we chat and we do all the stuff. If you are interested and you like this type of thing and you enjoy the live stream, and make sure that you hit the subscribe button when you do click the bell. That way you'll be notified each and every time I pop up here on YouTube. And make sure, if you like this live stream, that you give it a thumbs up, and that will let YouTube know that you're enjoying what you're seeing today. So, hello, hello. Got some Felicity Jane goodies I'm going to be working with today. These fun little tags that pop open. You can journal, you can do whatever you want to with those, and so I thought I would make something fun. 12 by 12 layout with a photo of my daughter and I that we were taking one day, just kind of goofing around or whatnot. All right, Jessica Scrap says, I finally made it. Hello, welcome. Hey, Kim from Michigan. Crafty Disney Girl says, I'm stressed, but my new printer is coming Tuesday or Wednesday. That's fantastic. Hello, Ada. Hola, amiga. Hey, Sarah. Paid for the NSD virtual crop. Woohoo! I will be talking about that here in just a second. Hello, Christine from Washington, D.C. And Cody is here, and Heather Russell's here. Good afternoon from Seattle. She says, hey, Melanie, what's going on? So quick announcements before we get into today's project. I don't know if you knew, but National Scrapbook Day is coming on May 1st. It is the first Saturday of every May every year, and is a time when storytellers from all over the world get together, or at least we come together in celebration of this fantastic hobby of ours, which is scrapbooking and storytelling. I think it's really more than just a hobby, right? Scrapbooking is kind of lifestyle. It's a way of life. It's what we do to commemorate our stories, to document our stories, and so we celebrate that. There are a ton of activities going on this next weekend, the weekend of International National Scrapbook Day, and I am hosting a crop. Now, typically I host crops pretty much every month since 2020, with the exception this year of June and December, but I had a crop scheduled for this weekend, and then I realized, wait a minute, it's International Scrapbook Day, so let's have a crop on that weekend. So if you are looking for something to do and you want to stay in the comfy of your jammies and the warmth of your home, then come join us for the INSD 2021 online virtual crop hosted by Victoria Marie Designs. I posted a link to the information in the description, so make sure you go down there, check it out. All the information is on the Victoria Marie blog. That link will take you directly to the page on my site, which is specifically for the online virtual crops. These crops are held online on the Victoria Marie Mighty Network. It's hosted as a group inside my network platform. So I explain all of that and more on the online virtual crop page. So make sure you go check that out. I know some of you have already registered, which is great. I can't wait to hang out with you next weekend. It is $7.99 USD to come and play. And what you get for that is you get to participate in challenges. I actually added an extra challenge on our kickoff day. You also get an opportunity to win prizes and giveaways. We're going to have some live Zoom scrap and chats, so you can scrapbook and create with people in real time, which we have a lot of fun. That's the most popular feature of the crop, so we talk about everything under the sun and we have a lot of fun there. And then I also pop in some giveaways and some other things throughout the weekend. This upcoming weekend for the crop, rather, I should say, keep it simple, there's going to be a pajama jam and a trivia night. I also got some really interesting challenges that are really good, just general scrapbooking challenges that I think you all will enjoy. And the cool thing about the crops is that you don't have to have your projects done that weekend. You get 3 weeks to finish your projects and submit them. And I provide all that information along with the schedule of events when you go to register. When you register and you get access immediately to the crop group, there is a a description of all the challenges, so you can actually prepare in advance, get all your kits ready, get your photos printed, kind of have a game plan in place if you want to. Some of you kind of scrapbook on the fly, and that's cool too. But I provide that information once you register so you can get prepared for that. So the dates are April 30th through May 2nd. You have until May 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time to register. All the information is on the Victoria Marie blog. I put a link in the description. Just go down there and check it out. I hope you'll come join us if you're not doing anything, or even if you are. I know some people hop from one event to the next, and that's cool too. It's a great weekend to fill it up with all of the crops and all of the creating and that type of thing. So I hope you're able to take some time to come out and play with us. And for those of you who've already registered, thank you so very much. I can't wait to see you. Again, all the information is in the description box. You have until May 2nd. In fact, you can register throughout the weekend if you want to. We have a lot of people that do that because they can't participate on a particular weekend, but they still want to have access to the challenges and access to the recorded Zoom sessions. And so you'll be able to do that. So you can join us. Some people only join just to participate in the Zoom sessions because they want to be able to scrapbook with other people. They're not interested in the challenges. And that's cool too. For $7.99, best deal in town. Come check us out. All the information is in the description box. I hope you'll come and join us. Let me pop into the comments. Mary says, have rain in San Antonio and it's cold. I know, up here in North Texas, it's raining as well. Kim, I'm excited for the upcoming crop as well. Hello to everyone who's just joined us. Barb Scrap says, your crops are great fun. Yes, 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 we have so much fun. Hey, Cody. Might buy it and work on another week since I'm still healing 8 years ago. Oh, yeah. Awesome. And you know, you can always come back. Always come back to it for the crop. Definitely. Okay, so today I'm going to be making a 12x12 layout, and I'm going to be using the Felicity Jane Millie kit, which I really love this kit because the owner of Felicity Jane, Jenna, she usually uses muses to come up with sort of the theme of her kit, and they're usually some kind of girl that she does. And so for this particular kit, this girly kind of looks like someone familiar, right? She told me that I was the muse for this kit. I think this was the February kit, so it was really, really exciting. There's usually always some type of doll in the kit to go along with it. But I love this kit. I love all the colors, lots of yellows and greens, of course, with the foundational color of black and white. And so I thought I would use it. I've had this sitting in my stash for a few weeks, so I decided to pull it on out and give it some use. So I'm going to challenge you this weekend to pull out those kits, or maybe pull out some of those kits you haven't used and come join us for the Victoria Marie online virtual crop, and you'll be all set. If you're like me, then you probably have tons of kits hanging out somewhere, so why not give them or put them into good use? So anyway, really, really love this kit. By the way, I did post the link to Felicity Jane in the description box if you're interested in buying some Felicity Jane products. So I'm going to be using this collection, beautiful pattern paper designs. What I've done is I've pulled, I'm going to move these out the way for just a second, this 12x12 sheet of pattern paper that has these black lines, white background, really fun. Then I want to break that up a little bit with a piece of this yellow tone-on-tone stripe. I'm going to add this over here to the left-hand side. And what this is going to do is it's going to serve as an anchor for my tags that I put right over here. And I haven't decided what I'll put some journaling in the tags for sure. So this is going to be kind of one of those interactive pages. But here's the thing with interactive pages, and this is where I kind of sometimes hesitate to make them even though I love them so much, is depending on the interactive element, you've got to pull the page out of the page protector, which I'm totally fine with doing. So there's going to be some kind of cue that I'll put, maybe a tab or something, depending on how I want to do that, that instructs the viewer to kind of pull the page out so that they can read the journaling. But I love these type of elements, and I'm going to use the entire package of these Millie tags, and they did come with some fiber here. So I'm going to use this entire package on my layout because why save them, right? We're going to use our stuff. And what they do is they have these little holes here that you can run the twine through, do a little bow, you can open them up, and you can have some hidden journaling. And this is a great way to add journaling that maybe you don't want people to read, or just to have an interactive element on there. But I thought I would use those in some way here on the layout, and I think I'm just going to have them sort of laid out that way. And I'm also using up the items in my kits. I have a lot of Felicity Jane kits that I haven't used in a while, so I want to get them used up. I have this photo that is a little less than 4x6, and this is the only photo that I have on this particular day of my daughter and I. So this is going to be a 1 photo page, and I think I'm going to put it right around here or move it up and then put the title here. And I think the title is going to be She's My Best Friend or something of that nature. So sometimes with my Felicity Jane kits, and I get asked this every now and then, is if I get kits from the same kit club, what do I do with all that extra stuff? And usually after a while, I will just curate all of them into one large kit or collection. And the cool thing about Felicity Jane is that it's designed to where you can coordinate it with other parts of, or other collections that the company releases. So that's really good. Or with, say, like Hip Kit Club, where they tend to curate a lot of the items that go in their kits, even though they're doing a lot more exclusive now. The color stories tend to work well from kit to kit, and so it makes it easier to combine those kits. What I try to do when I get a kit is use as much of it as I possibly can before I put it with other items within that from that particular manufacturer. So let's see. Crafty Disney Girl says, do you all scrap by collection kits, or do you have a huge stash of single sheets? I mostly have single sheets, sorted by color and theme, thinking about sorting them by manufacturer or something. I usually sort them by the kit manufacturer first, usually most of the time. Most of my intact collections, even if I did put them all together, I will store them with like Felicity Jane, American Craft, by collection or theme is usually how I would do it. You can put a photo in one of those. Yes, you can put a little photo in here as well, and this would be great to use. And even on those smaller projects like 6x8, traveler's notebooks, that type of thing, you can have this outside the page protector, put a little photo in there to do something really fun. You can put a little tab here with a direction to, like, open or something like that. There's a lot of fun things you can do with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out the way, and I am going to build my background, and this should come together relatively quickly. I like it when layouts do. And I'm going to add the journaling off camera, but I'll probably just type it up using Microsoft Office, and then print them out and cut them up and put them in the little spaces where I want them to go. All right, so I think I'm going to put the photo here. I'm trying to decide if I want something here to cover the joint. Now, when I trimmed these pieces of pattern paper, the cool thing about Felicity Jane is that on the branding strip, there's usually a design on the back side. So I could do something like this, which is really nice. I love that little red gingham check situation. Then I can come over and bring in my little tags, and they're just kind of, there's no rhyme or reason in my arrangement of them. I think I just want to alternate it a little bit by design. Just going to pop those there, and then have my photo here. I could also use the green, which is a little bit more subtle, which is also nice, kind of a green-blue color, and put that here. And that kind of tones it down just a little bit, but it still kind of makes this little red gingham pop. I think I'm going to go with the green. I think I like that a little bit better. Okay. And I'm going to add some adhesive to this border strip. And I love being able to use every single inch of the paper that I'm using for my projects. Okay, now if I didn't want to keep the layout this way, I could definitely turn it this way. I can turn it this way, right? Can have a play with that. What I'm thinking with these tags is I definitely want to put some of the little twine on there, but some of them are going to have some embellishments that go on the outside, and some of them will have journaling that will go on the inside. So I definitely want to do something cute there. All right, now I want to decide, do I need to layer my photo just a little bit? And I think I am. So I'm going to look over at the pattern paper options, and I see this pink polka dot pattern paper. Let's see, what else do I have here? I want something with a little bit of color, but with pattern. I think that pink polka dot is what's going to serve me best. for this. So this already has a white border. So let's go ahead and add a little pink polka dot situation to that. Just a little something something. Let me grab my paper trimmer. Trim that out. Love these colors in this kit. And I like using up packages of product. I could try not to hoard stuff because we spend so much money on it, right? And then it just ends up in our stash. And then we don't use it. And then we start collecting stuff and it becomes a whole thing. All right. Make sure these are where I need them to be. So the opportunity to use all these tags, I'm for it. And I always say that if I want something, more of something, then I'll just buy it. Okay. So I definitely like that. I think the title is going to go right here underneath the photo. So I'm going to pop up my photo with a little bit of foam. Nobody is surprised by that, right? Love my foam. Love my foam very much. And let me get this popped up here. Collections. A lot of you say collections work best for you guys. Collections or kits. Sometimes the kit includes a collection of things. Might try creating some DIY kits to get more use of those single sheets. Oh, absolutely. Then you can put them with other products that you have in your stash. For sure. Sarah says that she creates her own kits with single sheets and extra embellishments that I have. Limiting myself to a kit helps me create. Too much stuff can bog me down. I agree. And sometimes I just pull out like a little bit of stuff because I don't want to be overwhelmed so that I can make quick decisions and move on. And it really, really helps with the creative process, for sure. I don't have any kits. I sort my supplies in an indescribable way that only makes sense to me. As long as it makes sense to you, right? That's all that matters. That's all. There's methods to our madness, right? That's all that matters. I like working by color, knowing exactly where to look for a specific color that makes it, but it takes me hours to do a layout that way. And Kathy says, does your trimmer allow you to get even borders? You do it so quickly. This particular trimmer this Fiskars trimmer I've had for eons, and I haven't replaced it. I only replaced the blade. It does have a guide here. I just try to make sure that the paper is flush up against this part of the trimmer so that I can get an accurate precision cut. I like guillotine trimmers better for precision cutting. Like this is okay. If I'm dealing with something a little bit smaller, then I'll use my tonic trimmer because that'll give a more precision cut because of the blade being super sharp as a guillotine trimmer. But mainly I just try to take my time and make sure that it's positioned as best as I can. I don't always cut things straight. Like every now and then I'll cut something and it's completely wonky. Alrighty, so I'm going to put my photo here. I've decided. Me and my kid, we were just playing around that day. And the story is just going to be about how our relationship is evolving as she gets older, which makes me both happy and a little sad. Okay, so I'm trying to decide, do I want to use this twine? I think I do. So they have these little holes here in these tags, and you can just put your little twine in. And I think the idea here, I don't know if there's enough to do this, but I think the idea is to do a bow. Or whatever. You don't have to do a bow. You can do whatever you want. It's already framed. Let's see here. I'm going to tie this because it looks like it might look cute to do that. Okay. I always probably use more than what's necessary. And I might have to reach for some extra from my stash. So I'm just going to come in. And it's not going to be super perfect here. I'm not a bow tire when it comes to my bows always. I'm sure there's a science to this. I haven't figured it out. I know some people can just tie bows all day long and it just looks fabulous. Me, not so much. Okay, I think I can live with that. And I don't think I have a whole lot. Maybe I just do bows alternately, like one here, one here, one here, versus all the bows. Maybe I'll do something else there, or not. Okay, let's do this again. Let's do another bow. I don't have a secret for bows. I know some people do it fantastically. Mine always end up super wonky. And then, of course, the twine phrase. I'm sure there's probably a hack for that. All right. So, another little tag here. And tie another bow. Add a little bit of that texture on here. This will be one of the little tags that I use to add in the journaling. And as I mentioned earlier, I'll just type up the journaling and print it out and adhere it on my element. To me, that's just the easiest way to do it. I know some people, they are really good at being able to use like Photoshop or Premiere or InDesign. Oh, come on. My fingers don't want to work with me today. And to be able to add journaling, or they use a typewriter. I can't use a typewriter to add journaling to my elements because it ends up wonky. I'm always scared I'm going to mess up. So I just prefer to type it and then cut it out and put it on my element. And there's ways that you can do it with your computer and stuff if you really want to take the time to do that. I usually go for whatever is easiest that works for me, I'm going to do. So whatever is easiest that works for you, you do that, boo. All right. There's that. Okay, one more, and then I think my patience level for bows is about up. We all have that one thing, that one design technique that we like, but we can only do it for so long before it irritates us, right? Renee says, I just learned that the bunny ear method works well for bows for tags. Huh. Alrighty. I might have to try that. Let me know, guys, in the comments section as I'm putting these bows together. Do you have any plans for this weekend? This weekend that's, well, the weekend we're heading into. This weekend. I was going to say, do you have any plans for next weekend? Do you have any plans, creative plans for this weekend? What are you making? What are you doing this weekend? I hope you're taking some time out to play a little bit, even if it's just for 30 minutes, an hour, 15 minutes, a little something. I'm going to be working a lot on some of the final touches in my studio. And by final touches, I mean I keep seeming to find more and more projects to work on in this room. It is forever a project, it seems. But it's starting to clear out just a little bit as I'm moving things out of the room and getting the things that I need. So I'm going to spend some time with that. I also am going to be filming some videos, which is great. I was going to be hosting a class with my patrons, but we had to reschedule that. So I'll be doing some in advance prep for other things. I think this weekend is just about me catching up. I've had a rough few weeks trying to get everything in order and trying to make sure that I'm ahead of the game. It happens. But I'm going to use this weekend to sort of kind of get caught up. I've been getting caught up this week, but letting go of some things is definitely important, but also having some creative time, because that's something that I definitely lack, or I don't give myself that creative time. I tell people to take some time out, but sometimes I don't always follow my own advice when I'm trying to do business things. All right, so I'm just adding these tags to the layout. Again, you can put these on any type of project, right? You can do outside the pocket type projects, traveler's notebooks. You can put them in your memory planners. You can do all kinds of fun things with these little tags. And there's enough space on the tag to add embellishments if you want. All right, so I'm liking that. That's super cute. Now I'm going to come over here to these Millie Alphas and trying to decide if I want to use some of the stamps. And this is the stamp set that came with the Millie kit. Jessica says, I have a couple of happy birthday cards to make. I'm also going to a city an hour away by car that has a craft store. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. There are several, I know there's a lot of people doing Crop and Create this weekend, which is super fun. Those of you who, if you've never done Crop and Create and this is your first weekend, you're gonna love it. You are gonna love it. Sarah's birthday weekend. Happy birthday to everyone who's celebrating birthdays this weekend. Gemma says she's finishing her Pieces of Me mini album and a layout using a set of printables I just designed for myself. Oh, that's so fun. That is so fun. I have my photos ready and edited for my Pieces of Me project. I just need to actually get the project done. Maybe I'll work on that as a warm-up tomorrow or maybe tonight. There's so many projects. There's so many things to do. Okay, so I think I want to use these letter stickers to spell out either she's my best friend or my very best friend. Maybe my very best friend. These are little alpha stickers, and I love them. They're perfect for using multi-word titles. There we go. Trying to get, what I want is the title to sort of be lined up and right justified. Melanie says, I'm hoping to print pics for INSD. Oh, yep, that's a really good project. Playing with the new AC collections. That's right. If you haven't checked out the new American Crafts collections, they have hit stores, so make sure you check that out. I've gone with my very best friend as a title. Now I just have to get everything lined up, which I'm not good at doing. If anything, if you guys are participating in any NISD events or whatnot, this is a perfect weekend to get prepped for that. I know in the past I've wanted to set time aside for that particular weekend, and when I don't spend time to prep, then I end up wasting time trying to print photos and get product. And so I've gotten smart over the years and started prepping before events so that when it comes, I can just sit down and have some fun and create. Okay, carefully putting my title on because I sometimes forget how to spell. And I'm spelling backwards. I think I'm doing good so far. Spell checkers can check me on that, right? The only time I don't know how to spell is when I'm making a title on a layout or when I'm doing journaling. Anybody else have that same issue? I just suddenly forget how to spell. It's like, how do you spell my name? I don't know. Barb says that she's going to make some birthday cards. She has several graduation pages that she's working on. Fantastic. Hey, Tam. Intrigued by your self-made printables. I think that might be Gemma that's she's referring to. Playing with my new selfie printer. Very nice. I almost exclusively print at home unless I'm printing off large batches of photos, but I like to print on demand. Love that. I almost think that friend needs to maybe be another color. But it would be cool if I had like a stamp. I probably do have a stamp that says friend somewhere, but I'm not going to stop and look for it. Maybe I'll change that. I don't know. For now, we're just going to keep on with this. So I hadn't used this kit. So I'm glad that I'm digging into it finally. And I probably have another kit coming soon. No, I just had a kit that came in this week, I think. Or last week. Maybe it's been a bit longer than that. I don't remember. Deanna says, I've glued down a title and left out a word. Yeah. Been there, done that. My very best friend. I think we sometimes second guess ourselves when we're doing these titles. There we go. All right. I love, love, love this sticker fonts. By the way, for those of you just joining, I'm using the Millie kit from Felicity Jane, and the link is in the description. Alrighty, so now all I need to do, since I know that my journaling is going to go behind the little pockets or the tags here, I'm going to put journaling under this one, and this one. I might, I don't know, maybe stamp something inside these, or I might just leave them for now, depending on how much. I need to give myself some room, because I tend to journal a lot when I am writing layouts or doing layouts about my daughter, if I'm talking about our relationship or something like that, something significant. I want to leave myself some room. So I think what I'll do is I will definitely embellish the outside of the tags and probably do some embellishing here in some spot, but I think I'll leave the insides blank for now, so I can give myself some room for extra journaling. There we go. All right, so let's look at some embellishments. I've got some puffy hearts with this collection. We've got some die cuts. There are 3x4 pocket cards that come with every collection. There's a stamp that comes with every collection as well, which is very nice. And then these really beautiful little felt stickers. Now this is a love theme or Valentine themed type of collection, which is perfect for this page, even though it wasn't Valentine's when this picture was taken. But it has some running icons that I can use that work well with what I'm trying to achieve here. So I'm going to pull out, let me keep those to the side for a second. I've got my puffy stickers here. Love these. I love puffy stickers. There we go. I've got the little felt pieces, little XOXOs. Those are fun. And there's, you know, little stitch felt pieces. Those are really cute. Add some texture to your pages, and then some die cuts, tags, a cupcake. I don't normally use the little images that come with the kits, like the little girl images, but I was the muse for this one, and I absolutely love her. So she might go on something that I don't know, maybe she'll go in my planner. I don't know yet, but we'll see. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of sort through and see what all I have here. Let's get these die cuts sorted through. I really believe that you gotta lay everything out so you can get a good sense of what you're working with. I don't like leaving things in the packages because then you don't know what you're working with at that point. I like the big chunky flower. That's pretty. All right, got some tickets, got a cupcake, heart, a scallop, little banner. Whoa, 2 little banners. Tags, which you guys know I love my tags. And tabs. Tags and tabs. Alrighty. And there's no rhyme or reason here. I just want to have some fun and embellish. So I'm just going to pop some things on the page to see how I like it. I kind of like this little banner shape here. There's one with these little hexagons, and then there's one with circles. You can probably overlap those two if you want to be really super fancy. But I think I kind of like this one with hexagons, just to kind of fill that space up there, add a little bit of attention. And then I definitely want to use like a little felt heart or something on one of these. I like it there. That's really nice. And I'll use a glue dot. There's a little tab that says loved and favorite, and I think I'm going to put loved, like right up here. So that looks cute. I could do more than one tab if I wanted to, right? If I want to bring in another tab here, I could definitely do that. Oh, now it's stuck to the page. Ah, I hate it when paper does this. Move out. But I like this one here. I'm just going to stick that between the photo and the paper that I layered on. Then I need a little something that's going to go here. So I'm thinking this flower. And I'm just setting that there for now. And come in and start kind of layering in some stuff. Don't know if I want how I want to put that just yet. Or just a cluster on its own. And kind of like this ticket, these tickets that say 1, 2 to represent my daughter and I. Okay. That's looking pretty decent. So let's commit to some of these things here. How about we pop up that banner? Do I have, of course I do. I was looking for my phone. So I love my phone. Gemma says, I use Valentine papers for non-Valentines as well. Scrapping with Lori says, I like the tray you lay your pieces on. May I ask where you got that? I got that from Target Dollar Spot sometime last year or so. I think it was last spring that they had those. And anytime I see something at the Target Dollar Spot, I always grab it. Because if I don't, the next time I come, it's gonna be gone. People hit the Target Dollar Spot in my area really, really hard. We have 2 Targets. I have one that's immediately by me and one that's in the neighboring town. And I try to make sure I grab things that I like immediately because they'll be gone for sure. All right, so I just popped this banner up with a little bit of foam just to give that some dimension. Then I'm going to put my little tab here. I'm going to add some foam behind it too because the photo is popped up. So this little tab needs to be popped up. There we go. And then I think what I want to do is add a little dimension to this flower and then do some layering behind it. So the flower is going to be my anchor. If you've been with me for a while, you know when I talk about layering, I talk about anchors, establishing an anchor, that type of thing. So you have a starting point for your layers. There's that. Then I'm going to do this little die cut. It's a little heart die cut. Before I commit, I want to make sure that's where I want it. Then these 2 little tags here, thought I would tuck right there. Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 is what it says. I like that. Just finding ways to use some of these embellishments in clever ways, rather. That's going to go there. Okay. Looking good. And then trying to decide if there's anything else I want to do since I've got all these elements kind of here, there, and there are tiny little hearts that I thought about adding. Just to kind of round out that cluster a little bit. I'm just going to layer them on top of each other. And maybe, I'm just trying to decide which color I want. There's kind of this dark green color. There's also a light blue color. And just kind of layer those here. I've mentioned before that sometimes I don't have a rhyme or reason for, the designs that I do. Sometimes they just come together organically and sometimes they don't. A lot of it is, does this look good here? Great, let's do that. Okay, so I have that part of the layout done. Okay, so we're going to move over here. And I know that I want to keep that little heart there. So let me grab... out of my Drawer O adhesive. I have a lot of adhesive, by the way. I'm going to grab some glue dots. These are kind of big. Is this going to be too big? I grabbed the mega large glue dot. I might not need this big of a glue dot, but I find that using glue dots on elements like this is a felt heart, helps. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of something to each of these tags. So I'm going to add a little puffy heart there. And because this is a layout that I'm using clearly, Valentine's type of things, it's going to have, of course, love and XO and whatever. So I think I'm going to put the XO here. Oops. I sometimes can't ever tell if it's the back or the front of the stitched element. But I think that's going to go there, which is super cute. And then I need something to go here. So let's look at a stamp, maybe? Trying to decide. There's a layering stamp on here, which would be pretty, but it's a heart, and I already kind of have a heart there. I think I might put stamp I love, or not our love story. No, I don't want to put that. So clearly, it's my daughter I'm talking about. I would use that sentiment if it was about me and Bree, but me and my wife, not me and my daughter. You're my favorite human. I might put that there, along with something else. Okay, all right, so let me address this little bit here. I'm going to need smaller glue dots. Okay. There we go. Barb says, I love what you're doing with this layout. Thank you. Hey, Sandy, what's going on? I'm so glad you're here. Laura says, I wish we had a Target in Canada. I thought there was a Target in Canada for some reason. Maybe we have to write on behalf of Canada to get a Target. Get a Target there. I thought there was a Target in Canada. I don't know if Target is in a lot of countries outside of the US, to be honest. They are headquartered in Minnesota, and they have their downtown office location. They have a downtown, have a 2-story Target. I was in the area a few years ago for a conference, and my friend and I, we were there for an academic conference, and that evening we learned that there was a 2-story Target, and so we spent a considerable amount of our time walking in the cold to that Target. And we were very, very excited that it was 2-story. Same stuff, it was just 2-story. I don't know why we thought it was novel, but we had a lot of fun. Okay, put the little XOXO there. I'm liking the way this is shaping up. And then I think I'm going to do some stamping here. I just need to decide what stamp I want to use. And I think I want to do you are my favorite human, is what one of them says. that one's XOXO, but I already have XOs there. I don't know, I kind of like the XOXO. There's love. I already have love there. I like that little flag. Happy heart, you're the sweetest. Maybe you're the sweetest. And then I can put a cupcake there. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm just going to put this little cupcake down. We like cupcakes, my daughter and I. And then I can stamp, you're the sweetest. Now this is a solid stamp, and I want to make sure it gets a good stamp impression. So I'm going to stamp it and then fussy cut it out, just in case I make a mistake. So let me grab, real quickly, I need some ink. Look down here for my box of ink. And I think I'm going to use some Memento. I'm going to move my little tray out the way for just a second. Hello to those of you who just joined us. Hello, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hema is the European version of Target in the UK, the Netherlands, I think other European countries as well. Oh, cool. Very cool. Hello, Stephanie from Topeka, Kansas. Hello. All right, I'm going to get a stamp platform. Hold on just a second. Okay. And I'm going to use my mini Misty for this. Love stamp platforms. Sometimes when I use this, people ask me, what is the purpose of the stamp platform? And the purpose is so that you can get precision stamping, particularly repeated precision stamping, that you can't necessarily get by hand. So you mount your stamp on the little door, swing the door, stamp your design. Now this is fine, but I want to get a little bit darker. And I might stamp it again because my T isn't quite showing. So now I have it stamped in the same spot and I can get a nice stamp impression with that. I'm going to do it one more time because these solid stamps with text, sometimes if you press that ink pad down too hard, that ink will go inside the letter and then it distorts the letter. I'm going to do that one more time. With the stamp positioners, you can restamp and restamp the same image to get a good precision stamp. I love my Misties. I have all of them. I have the black ones that were in collaboration with Hero Arts. I think they've discontinued that collaboration recently. And I even have the one that's the 12 by 12 for scrapbook pages, although I haven't used it yet. I haven't been doing a ton of stamping, large stamping on my layouts. Okay, so now that's all done. Move my little stamp positioner out the way. I'm going to fussy cut this out. And this is, for those of you who are kind of leery about stamping on your scrapbook pages, if you create die cuts, stamp die cuts like I'm doing here, this is a great way to get stamping on your layout without actually stamping on the layout. All right, so I'm just going to fussy cut this real quickly. And I'm going to try to keep, as much of a white border as I can. I'm not perfect at fussy cutting, like I do my best. I hold my own. Sometimes some images are better than others. But if I get it close enough, I'm good. Okay, so now I have a little die cut that I can put here that says you're the sweetest, or the sweetest rather. And I think I do want to pop that up with a little bit of foam. So I'm going to just cut one of these foam squares in half. You can also use foam strips if you have it. I have some of those as well that I like to use for smaller things like this. That there, perfect. Got a little bit of adhesive on my thing. And I'm gonna put that right here. Add some stamping on there, because why not? Adding stamping without actually stamping directly on the layout. I'm going to take a piece of paper to hold it down because that ink is still a little bit, teeny bit wet. Okay, so I'm thinking I like this. Now, one of the reasons why I like Felicity Jane kits is because your designs can be super simple and clean. You don't have to do a whole lot of embellishing unless you want to, but it has just enough, just a right amount of product that I think works on a layout. Okay, so I'm trying to decide, is there anything else that I want on this layout? I'm just going to audition some stuff. Thought about putting a little heart right in there. I love these little puffy hearts. They're so cute. Maybe a little pink heart. Got a little heart there. I think I'm good. I want to see, do I want to add anything here? Look at that little black check gingham. So cute. A little red heart. Or down here. Or maybe nothing at all. So maybe there's something else I can use. Probably not anything out of the die cuts. I might think of something else to go down there later. It's no big deal. Maybe I can put something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to overthink that too much. Not going to overthink that too much. We'll see. I might add something on after the fact. Okay, so folks, I think with that, outside of adding the journaling, I think I'm pretty much done with this project. I love these little tags. Just a little bit of embellishing on there. I still have plenty of other things that I can use with this kit. And then when I'm done with it, I'll just add it in to some more of my Felicity Jane kits. So I think this is really cute. And then it has this interactive element that I can put the journaling in, which I'm going to do off camera. Now, what I will probably do, mainly to remind myself, because it's not like I have lots of people over my house looking at my scrapbooks. I usually always look at my scrapbooks. But I do want to add some kind of call to action here somewhere at the top to like pull it up or something like that so people know that they can actually take the layout out of the page protector that it goes into. So we'll see. Those types of things don't bother me as much. I just really like putting these together and adding in these really fun little elements here. I could, again, use this on a different project if I want to, a different format of a layout, but I really love the way that this came together, this little interactive element. And I didn't have to do a whole bunch of embellishing. Did a little embellishment cluster here. Use that beautiful Millie font for the title, and then added a little banner up there for a tiny bit of movement and a little tab. And I think this goes really, really well together. I just love using kits when they come together, mainly because it's a lot less that you, it's, you don't have to overthink it when you're using a kit because it's already coordinated for you. The elements, the colors, the design, it's already done for you. So all you have to do is just put your layouts together. Okay. So I hope that today's project has inspired you to get out your kits, whatever they may be, make your own kits, or use those collections, use up all the stuff. Like so far in this particular kit, I've used up a whole package of, that's the wrong package. I used up a whole package of these tags, which I absolutely love doing because that's one less thing that I have to use. That's one less thing that goes in my stash. It's actually on a layout, and that's where I want my stuff to be. All right, let me go to the comments real quick. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Love the layout. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sarah says, I can fussy cut better than cutting straight. Me too. I don't have an eye for straight. I just don't. But fussy cutting, absolutely. Cindy said, what ink did I use? I used the Memento Tuxedo Black ink is what I used to stamp that image there that says the sweetest. So that's what I used. Patricia, thank you so much. I appreciate the comment. Let's see. The comments are just now coming out for me. Thank you guys for the compliments. I appreciate that. I hope that you're inspired to use your stash this weekend. A couple of things before we go. Oh, I did it under an hour. Yay. Okay, a couple of things before we go. Number one, if you're looking for something to do next weekend, make sure you check out the Victoria Marie Designs International Scrapbook Day Crop Extravaganza. I posted information to the crop in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. It's only $7.99 USD to come join us. You get access to scrapbook challenges, prizes, giveaways, live Zoom scrap and chats. I'm also teaching a mini class on how you can make a background using one stamp. So make sure you check it out. All of that information is posted on the Victoria Marie blog, and when you do register, you'll get instant access to the group, and there in the group you will find, again, the calendar of events, which is already available in the Victoria Marie blog, but you'll also get a description of all the challenges, and so you can plan for that as well. And if you like the materials that I use, is what I want to say, if you like the materials that I use on this particular project, make sure you check out Felicity Jane. Their link is in the description as well. I'm an affiliate for Felicity Jane, which means that you can use those affiliate links for free. They cost you absolutely nothing, but I do receive a small commission from Felicity Jane anytime that there are sales using those affiliate links, and that helps support Victoria Marie Designs. So I thank you guys so much. Have a fabulous weekend. I hope to see you back here, or actually we're not going to have a live next weekend because we have the INSD crop. We're going to kick off on April 30th. That's a Friday. We're going to do a 6 o'clock live stream Zoom scrap and chat. And there's a 3 o'clock challenge on that day too, as well as a 6 or 7 o'clock scrapbook challenge, one of the two. But we'll have some activities for our kickoff, and then the rest of the challenges will start on Saturday, May 1st, on International Scrapbook Day. So I hope you come and join us. All the information's in the description box. You guys have a fantastic weekend. I hope to see you at the crop, and enjoy yourself. If you were inspired to make something based on today's live stream, make sure you tag me on the socials. I'll love to see it. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.